Hello everyone, we're the super cool B Corp team, and today we'll be looking at the differences between the public standpoint of Ford's organizational culture versus the internal standpoint. After researching the company, we decided that the public standpoint versus the internal standpoint are held very closely together.
Hi, my name is Simon Logue.
My name is Caleb Meyer.
My name is Sophia Blankavort.
And my name is Emma Hughes.
Ford categorizes the main characteristics of its organizational culture to portray to its public image in its acronym FORD, where F stands for Foster Functional and Technical Experience, O stands for Own Working Together, R stands for Role Model Ford Values, and D stands for Deliver Results. In addition, Ford's culture is organized in the diagram shown in the right, which includes putting people first, doing the right thing, creating tomorrow, playing to win, the One Ford family, built Ford tough, and being curious.
Ford represents themselves as a culture that allows everybody to pursue their dreams and go along with their beliefs and ideas as well. They show the public that they always do the right thing with integrity and ethics. As Ford's slogan says, "Built Ford tough," it shows that the culture can get through any obstacles together as a team. Ford's culture expands into diversity as they advertise that they want to work with many types of employees. They operate globally, so they have employees from all around the world working together. They also have many types of skill-leveled employees, ranging from interns all the way up to full-time workers with many years of experience.
When looking at Shine's 3 levels of culture, artifacts constitute the physical, tangible things that make up a company's culture. These include logos, dress, observable behaviors, and much more. Many of these artifacts can be observed by the customers and those outside of the business, making it integral that they reflect the business's internal side as well. When applying the idea to Ford, Ford does a great job portraying the internal culture and values to their external customers. As stated above, they advertise themselves as being a company that is based around integrity and growth. These ideas seem to be represented well, as Ford is one of the most popular car companies around the world. The high quality and reliable cars definitely play a role in the popularity of Ford. However, I would argue that to become a company as popular as Ford, your business needs something that is more than just high quality merchandise. You need a culture that your customers can identify with, and Ford has clearly been able to create such a culture internally and have been able to accurately represent it externally as well. Internal organization can be defined as the structure to which a business carries out its specific activities. When analyzing this through the lens of organizational culture, we look directly at the links and relationships within the internal structure, specifically targeting diversity, leadership styles and changes, and current employee experiences. Additionally, we will look at major changes Ford has initiated within their organization to build a stronger and more closely knit internal structure. For the 1980s, Ford's leadership style was very similar to that of Goldman's coercive style, which erodes pride of employees and takes away from the true role of the manager. After looking at success in Japan, they quickly formed a new plan called After Japan, which they changed their style from coercive to one that implements many different styles. More recently, their new movement, called the One Ford Plan, which has the goal of creating an internal culture which everyone feels welcome, has been very effective in changing the internal culture of Ford.
Through our research, we found that Ford has put emphasized focus in expanding the diverse locations of where they hire their employees. In addition, as a part of their efforts to bring employees with diverse perspectives and unique backgrounds, Ford offers around 300 summer internships to college students in various departments in the corporation. These hiring goals relate closely to the One Ford column of the company's public image and organizational culture, where the company is creating in-groups of the Ford employees while still maintaining an internal diversity. The effects of creating these in-groups include instigating company pride among employees, reinforcing the public image of Ford and the Ford family, and also creating a sense of identities among employees, as well as establishing an environment and cultural expectations for employees.
Ford Motor Company has fundamental behaviors that drive success in Ford, and they're required from all employees. The employee values and work style must align at Ford, and if they don't, Ford suggests working for another organization. So Ford used to conduct every other year surveys in order to get company feedback, and they found that this wasn't very effective, so they decided to conduct mini quarterly surveys instead, and this is to improve the internal culture at the organization. And they also do a more comprehensive annual survey each year that's given out to employees so they can efficiently fix problems. The Ford team also records feedback from Glassdoor, chat logs, and comment streams on social media, and they record them on whiteboards all around their company so that they can know what high-level culture topics are trending and how to improve their company.
The second level of Shine's 3 levels of culture is values. Values represent all the norms and philosophies that the company says they want to hold up and integrate into the company. As stated earlier, it is clear that Ford values the idea of family within the company. The values that they uphold are extremely important to the inner workings of the business. The organizational structure has clearly changed within Ford from the 1980s and onward, and as stated in class, the best way to truly change a business is by focusing on its values rather than its artifacts.
We wanted to see what employees had to say about the internal culture at Ford, so we went onto Glassdoor reviews and we found a few employees and read what they had to say. We noticed a few trends right off the bat, on both the pro side and the con side. One of the pros was that Ford had a great pay and a lot of benefits. Another one was that they were family friendly in the workplace. One of the cons, however, was that it was really hard to move up. If you don't have a degree, you're not going to move up, and the upward mobility is increasingly stagnant. So Ford doesn't really let employees progress.
Going into the consistencies and inconsistencies of our research, we found that Ford's promotion of diversity in the workforce is consistent with their international hiring of employees. In addition, the changes of their organizational structure are consistent with their leadership changes, which applies to Shine's three levels of culture, as well as the changing from their authoritative leadership style from their origin. In addition, it was found that it was consistent with employee feedback, that employees feel welcomed and at Ford and enjoy the positive work culture, as well as there is general awareness about an effort for Ford for cultural improvement. On the other hand, it was found that Ford advertises that it gives employees their purpose and room to pursue their dreams, while employee feedback shows that employees feel that there's little upward mobility and room for promotion. In addition, the same employees expressed that they worked long hours and dealt with bad management.
So the last level of Shine's three levels of culture is assumptions. Assumptions are very difficult to recognize in a company without actually working there. However, from the employee reviews that we saw earlier, we can find that family is one of the deepest and most important parts of Ford's internal culture and something that some might take for granted. Along with that comes a positive attitude in Ford's management, and I think that really makes Ford what it is.
In conclusion, we found that Ford Motor Company's organizational culture public image closely aligns with their internal culture. Employee representation, diversity, and feedback are all very important to Ford, and they have helped to improve Ford's organizational culture overall. One question we posed to Ford is Ford Motor Company planning to change its leadership style in order to further their organizational culture? And if so, how are they planning to change? Thank you.